Well, hello again. Yes, it's a prophetic month. Not sure, probably some of your countries they celebrate Festival of Lights. Some others Thanksgiving Day and different type of celebration. Month of November. What if when we enter the prophetic realm, we don't necessarily deal with time, but we observe time? Can you observe and not be in it? Yes, it's like a river that flows. You observe it. You are on the shore, on the side, the river is flowing. You are watching the river. That makes you somehow part of it, but you are not in it. You are not of the world, but you are somehow in the world, in the flow of time and space, not of it. That makes all of us observers, looking at the flow. I brought this before, and the Ezekiel 1 that talks about the river Kebar. The word Kebar with the CHE is the same word in Hebrew with the word Kebar with a K, Kebar. So the place where Ezekiel was really has significance. It's a significant place, the river Kebar. And the flowing of time, as you know, it comes in my understanding, the revelation I got from Ecclesiastes 3:15. King James translates that which is has already been. In Hebrew, all this phrase, that which is has already been, is the word kebar. That's the best the translator could do. The second phrase is, and what is to be has already been, and you guessed, there is only one word in Hebrew for that whole phrase, and it's kebar. So kebar, there is something about something that was and is to come. The kebar is the flowing of time. And Ecclesiastes 3:15 continues, and God requires, and this is only one word in Hebrew, and the word is bakash, an account of what is past. That's how King James translates, and that last phrase is the word radaf. Kebar, bakash, radaf. 4 words in Hebrew, and King James translates it that way. So we're going to go a little bit to understand this flow. Very important for prophetic. Very important. That's, I would say, the new prophetic, if you want. Right? Because the new prophetic has the Lord Christ inside, and who has the Son has eternal life. So somehow, because you have eternal life, you are above or outside the time and space. You are an observer. You see what's happening, and this is the prophetic spirit. An observer that notices how the seed of the word is growing. That measures the time of God, the growth of the seed. The prophets are observers of how the word grows. So the words, the Kebar word, the root word is to be much, to be many, be in abundance, intertwine and multiply, to bind together, to twist, to braid. Very, very interesting, abundance, many, twist. Right? The word kebar in Hebrew, it's a length of space, a continuance of time. That's the flow of time. So bakash is to seek, to desire, request. And radaf, the fourth word, is to be behind, to follow after, from behind, follow after, to pursue, to run after. So if you want a new translation with these words, here it is, Ecclesiastes 3:15. It's validated, okay? What is now has already been. What it will be is happening now. So somehow this seems to be the description of now. You are watching the flow of time, what is being, what's coming from the place called now. And God requires or desires to be pursued, to be followed, run after. He requires to be run after. This is interesting. It's almost like God invented, created the time so he can always be ahead of us. But not just because he likes to be ahead, because he wants to be pursued. Yeah, the glory of God is to hide things. The glory of the kings is to seek after them and to unveil them, to seek them out. So here is paraphrasing Ecclesiastes 3:15. Listen, you can close your eyes where you are, not if you drive. I want to just speak this inside you. As you follow hard after him, you pace yourself after him, so his being and becoming is yours. Him on the inside and him on the outside brings rhythm to your soul that moves in sync with God. You are now flowing with him, and the river of life is flowing in and out of you. The orchestrator is the Spirit of God within. The new dimensions you are walking into are dimensions of relationships in Him. Time and space are not your dimensions that you move in any longer. Rather, you move into spiritual dimensions that exist and proceed out of love. Ephesians 3:16, that He would grant you, according to the riches of His glory, to be strengthened with might through His Spirit in the inner man. Strengthened with might. Might is visiting you right now. Right now. That Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the width, the length, the depth, and the height, to know the love of Christ which passes knowledge, and that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. Kebar Kebar. Bakash Radaf. You are watching something, and this is the place that He is giving to you, right next to Him. You've been feeling so much your earthly life that you've become very earthly, earthbound. But now, by His Spirit, He's bringing you out of that. So you're watching. Do you think this is your life you are living? You see Him. You see more of Him. You see how He started, how He continues, how He ends, how He intertwines events, relationships. He brings them all together. It's about Christ in you, the hope of glory. Enter the rest and come with me to the place of observing the flow of river.